Back again. Okay, we're going to do the check-in for Sagittarius for April. I pulled the cards ahead of time. If I need to, I will pull clarifiers, and I'm thinking I might need to turn that light on. There, that's a bit better. Directly after, I'm going to do the twin flame check-in. So those of you who are new, if you want to come back and actually check the link, I'll try and link it. And again, if you're wanting bookings, there is the connection directly below. Okay, your energy moving into April is changing. Now, there seems to be a bit of verbal conflict, okay? I'm feeling verbal conflict. I'm seeing that, and it's weird because I'm not seeing eye to eye. Seems Mercury energy, okay? Oh, gorgeous. Wow. It seems as though either you physically aren't seeing eye to eye with a particular person, or they're not seeing eye to eye, yet you do. Again, same thing. You're feeling a common goal. With your work domain, you've got two cards that have come through. Now, this card's in reverse. Walking in beauty. Now you're working. You're trying to get your things done. Things might not be going according to plan. It feels like Groundhog Day I'm hearing. What's blocking you is your scarred path. Now, this could directly be a spiritual connection, and it's taking a lot of time, or it's the bigger journey of where you want to go, but you're wanting to get here right away. So it could be potentially for some of you, you're not understanding there's a process. There's a method to the madness. Yes, it's going to come, but your arduous energy of going, gosh, you know, I keep doing this, I keep eat, praying, repeat. When is this change going to come? It is going to come, but you're getting quite tired of doing the same thing. It's a bit like eating pea soup every day. You're getting tired of doing the same thing, and it's coming to that pressure point where something's got to give, something's got to change. Now, with Saturn retrograde, this is really going to be highlighted for you guys. You guys are going through a mass transformation this year, so there is a potential that you could be getting very frustrated with your work domain. It doesn't have to be directly that you don't like your job, but because of the bigger picture of what you're wanting to achieve, there can be some aspects of frustration there. Still have your hopes and dreams and know that you're going on your path, but potentially it could be that your work is no longer working with your family, or your work is no longer working with the big plan. It's going to be shown to you in April what is and what isn't. Financially speaking, some of you could get a win. Others of you might be really freaked out about where your finances are. So there's two sort of energies, potential, you know, win, or I'm not feeling inheritance. I'm feeling almost like winning something, getting something. I do feel it's from someone who owed you money. If somebody is owing you money, there could have been some conflict, and this can be making you quite cross. There can be a temporary delay with that factor, but very separately, I feel what you're not getting from this individual, welcome, is coming from another individual. So as you're focusing in on this one area, it's almost like you've energetically sent it to universe, because you do feel it's out of your control. It's actually physically coming into you in a different manner. But again, I am sensing frustrations with various things. And the give and take is the perspective, and the perspective is morphing into a situation I'm seeing. It's almost like a staggering effect. I'm hearing domino effect, you know, of little things that have been coming at you. And I'm seeing a lot of throat chakra, but you're trying to be patient. You're trying not to say anything, but there is a potential of a blow up because of pressure and stress. It can be you feel somebody at a friendship level is taking you for a ride. But I feel it's more something else going on inside you, that it might be with particular individuals who you really trust. You need to sit down and maybe purge, maybe get some things off your chest, because I feel it's a bit like a needle on the haystack, and this can be causing issues for you energetically. Family, there can be a lot of conflict moving into April, but again, I'm feeling it's more scheduling. Things on your plate, not being able to express yourself. Hi, Giggle. That can be causing you a lot of dynamic at the moment. What will block you with your family-related dynamic is because you don't have the clarity of where you're going, what's going to happen. Thinking too much on the bigger process, and this is really screaming right through your reading, is going to be the problem, because you need to be in the moment. So it can be that you're getting too far ahead of yourself, similar to the work domain. not really loving the process, but just, you know, what's blocking you is the scarred path. But that's not because you're not going to get there. It's more because you're wanting to be there right now. And the real issue at hand is the direct frequency around you at this point in time, not what is coming tomorrow. You need to communicate to someone in relation to this, and you need to attempt to come back to the moment. Base chakra is coming through, but you need to communicate it in order to be honest with yourself about a situation. When it does come to your finances, again, I am feeling a lot of emotions, a lot of family-related dynamics, and you needing to just express some of your concerns like a bouncing ground so that you're not feeling spiritually just carrying it on your own. Because it can be something quite minute, but at the same time, I'm feeling because you're not expressing yourself, people around you with your transformation and change don't understand why that's coming through. I don't know why that's so dark. We've got overcast. I'll have to change the light next video. Now, with your family, again, I am seeing communication. I am saying, although it can be quite a fiery month for you guys moving into April, and it is quite fast-paced energy, I'm feeling by the moon change, and I do know it's slipping into Aries for a little bit. I do feel this energy coming through for your read. A very assertive, very direct energy of a manifestation, so it can be quite a passionate point, I'd say, by the first 2 weeks. But your concerns are coming from finances, or what to invest in, or how to invest in, what people are taking from you. The give and take, the push and pull. Other people around you at the moment might not know where they're going. They could be causing some conflict in your domain. Some of you are wanting to reconnect with friends from the past and get back to basics of who you used to be. Like yesteryears, I'm hearing. It's not to revisit your childhood, it's to catch up and see how they're going and to reconnect and understand the sense of self. The issue at hand with other people is it might be that they're pulling you into their conflicts and they're asking you to answer their issues all the time. And this can be where you're taking accountability and maturity and have done the childhood inner work. Potentially these other people haven't. And it's forming into this manifestation where there could be potential scenarios that are toppling down around you. But because you're so directly focused on this one energy, it's actually giving you tower moments, but it's elevating them up. It will be a continued cycle. So unless you can actually break that chain, it's something that they need to energetically learn, not you, because you have learnt it. Don't be hard on yourself. It's that they're not. And this is someone connected to family, friends. I'm not feeling, this could be a love interest, but I feel very much this is other people external to you, so it can directly correlate with love interest, but I feel it's one person in particular, but then the rest is the domino effect. What you're not seeing is people do want to make offers to you, and it could be you're trying to take the mature approach. I'm hearing pride comes before a fall. If somebody's offering assistance, please take it. I feel some of you are very cautious. Some of you that are in an unhappy connection may have an offer from left field. You're trying to take mature effect, way of dealing with it, but at the same time, potentially this could be a second job offer. I'm feeling as though if you are unhappy in a connection, be very careful and end it correctly, because I do feel this in a karmic sense will directly affect you future tense, because it's avoiding a dynamic that needs sorting prior to moving forward. And it's causing you some dizziness. Hi, Rebecca. I do feel work is a conflict, but it's not the conflict. Like I said, it's really oozing through your reading that you need to communicate effectively. You do have, and I'm seeing sort of like this energy coming through where it's just going to come blurting out, but it's not going to make sense. So it's fatigue. When we get to that stage, we really need to rest. We need to hydrate. We need to maybe exercise to help deplete that frequency. And then as scenarios come up, deal with them straight away. Try to find maybe code words to communicate to individuals around you so that you can problem solve and tackle it at hand and it doesn't get to the haystack. Because I'm sort of feeling, Sagittarius, for you guys, it's getting to the haystack point. Now, those of you who are in a partner, I pull partnership read and direct single energy to tell you what's going on. And I'll do the twin flame reading after. The overall energy of you can be coming across a little bit cold, but because you're meditating, not because you're nasty. You can be reflecting back on, what way do I go? How do I get myself out of this scenario? I feel like I'm drowning here. How do I get myself up out of the situation to fix it, to elate me, to get myself to better high grounds financially, emotionally, spiritually? You're really needing to meditate through the fire because it can be a blow-up scenario. You can be concerned, again, about what other people are thinking. It can be concerned about a partner with child. And concerned about a person who potentially could be a spiritual teacher, but needing guidance from that physical person. Those of you who are in a partnership, it may be that you're in a relationship with a person that has a child, or you look at them as a figure who you could set roots down with. You're wanting a quieter life, but you're also wanting to grow into that connection. And I do feel the obligations have made you feel potentially unable to do that. Some of you might be getting contracts signed. You might be going through a transformation. And the interesting thing is, being still through the storm, some of you may be going through an aspect of an awakening and wanting to manifest things and realizing that very separately we can manifest without focusing too heavily on 3D. The 3D is directly what blocks us. The universe is trying to teach you a lesson energetically. Sometimes you're hoping you can give your power away and situations can resolve very separate to you taking direct action. What's oozing through your reading is you need to take action. This is a karmic cycle, and karmic is good and bad. Karmic in a sense that, where do we need to take accountability? Where can we utilize our power? Where can we change these things? And if you're not doing that, the universe is actually going to teach you. You need to. Part of this is due to your spiritual growth. Part of this is due to you having faith in yourself within this connection. But again, I'm feeling a disconnect because you're too focused on a lot of the tower moments potentially you feel that are coming. And you're working yourself up. So you need to get grounded. Your partner, in the way she sees you, is you need to get grounded. And it can be he. They're trying to keep as grounded as possible. And this could be to cope with the frequency of what's going on with you energetically or a surrounding issue. But I do feel they're placing the energy back on themselves, and they know that no matter what, it's going to come back to them to keep themselves happy. I don't feel they're a codependent energy. I do feel they're quite mature. And they want balance as well, and they are in total agreement with you, and they are hoping this is going to resolve. Like, sometimes having that tunnel vision is an aspect of the manifestation, so it can be quite positive, even if, Sagittarius, you may be feeling it's ignorant. Tell them ignorance is bliss, because you deal with it every day as it comes. The energy of your partner is very assertive, and they can, they can be ducking for cover while you're in that frequency. But they're respectful enough to know that whatever you're working on is for the bigger picture, but they want to know you're working with them. I feel that disconnect will come if the communication breaks down. Your partner almost doesn't know some aspects that are going on with you. They don't know how it's affecting your health, and they may be unwell as well. So it might be out of their hands what they can do, and the pressure to a degree could be on you. But it seems like teamwork and open communication is necessary. Some of these dreams or hopes or plans are put on hold. But get back to basics and find the essential ways you can actually, have a fulfilling life while you're making these big plans. There can be a party coming up. One of you may not get as much money as the other. This could be part of the conflict, but again, that's, how do I put it? I'm feeling not as much an opinion as much as both of you are fiercely independent, so that can be an aspect of the conflict too. But both of you are working together as a team to try and bring things together. But I do feel either you or your partner feels that's required, teamwork's required to get out of this frequency of, always waiting for the next tower. It just feels like a lot of transformation. Yeah, no longer wanting to be sad or angry or mad. Just what do we do from here? Can we sort this? Can't we? What are we going to do from here? It's very black and white energy coming through. But I do feel this will end up coming through from the partner directly to Sagittarius, not vice versa, although it could. But I do feel it's quite direct energy. You have been carrying things for a very long time but not expressing it. I do feel that's part of the problem. Between you at the moment, you know what's going to happen. You know what has to happen. And this has nothing to do with anyone but the two of you. And that's collective energy for Sagittarius, for couples and singles. Singles, what's going on with you guys at the moment is you're taking a different turn. You're taking a different path. Some of you think you're taking a different path in love. Now, in love, what you're not seeing is some of you might be connecting with, and I'm doing a twin flame reading after this, with a twin flame, with a high vibration soulmate. But you feel you're taking a different turn. This is two energies coming through. It can directly be that you are taking another path with another individual in your opinion, and at left field, TF comes in. The other is that you're taking a different way of approaching this TF journey. You also understand that change needs to happen, but as in a frequency level, you are feeling you need to change or they need to change. It's dualistic, so both parties in some shape or form need to have this transformation. But again, with the green, I'm feeling it's in relation to the way your heart feels, the heart perceives, and is open to an experience. So some of you are doing a lot of heart chakra work at the moment because healing has not completed yet. I do feel if you're battling with your frequency, you might need to release and start doing the self-work on you. Now, energies can swap, but those of you who are single, I do feel you're meditating upon who is in your highest point and who you love the most, or what you feel that would look like. I'll pull another one on that. Okay, some of you are waiting for a karmic end. You're trying not to think about this person. You're trying to take a different approach. You know, the journey, it's a process in order for this transformation to come through. But with the healing, I do feel it's potentially between two roads. Now, this can be on your side of the fence, Sagittarius, or potentially on counterpart's side of the fence. Both of you have a choice to make, what to make this. And at the moment, it feels like the hangman position. It feels like the verdict's not out yet because the healing, in order for this healing to come, a decision between these energies needs to come about. And I feel it's two energies, two roads, two paths. This can physically be to take on a relationship and to see where it goes with an old energy, or it could be leaving one energy in order to connect with you. I do feel surrendering. You feel that communication won't come in or it will delay the process, but some of you might be actually turning your phone off and having some quiet time. The self-worth energy isn't because you're, happy. It's because you could be having a purge in relation to the situation. I'm going to pull an extra few cards to see what's going on with that. You're really confused at the moment. You're trying not to be tempted by anything, but some of you may have someone who's directly interested in you, separate to this person. I really feel a lot of healing energy. Again, I'm seeing green and blue. So communication and heart chakra. Speaking from the heart, feeling from the heart, making a decision. Again, I am feeling by the next moon cycle. But I'm feeling this is not the Libra moon, so it could be further away. I'm hearing Scorpion moon. You're really thinking that you've been imagining things, but you want, I wouldn't say you want the rose-coloured glasses, you want the rose garden. One, two, three. 3 moon cycles, I'm feeling you will go through 3 massive changes, but they're getting bigger each point. It's to help you deal with any aspects of loss, but you're really lost about what to invest your energy in. But I do feel it's because what you're not seeing, your energy shifting is what's going to shift this situation. A lot of times we don't have the situation directly manifest in because we're thinking of 2 paths. Mercury retrograde. Too many given scenarios, therefore nothing manifests in. It's that reflective state. Third eye prevents movement. Heart chakra and the lower chakras manifest it, but just picture it without the process of how it's going to come. And just have a knowing. And I do feel you guys are going through that state. It's like you're trying to fine tune it, but I think you really need to tune into what you want. Versus I could go this way or I could go this way, and this is the consequence and the actions. Pick the path and then start building on what you need to do from there. Love and light, and I'll see you shortly.